Includes your footwear. If you haven't seen our today's special, you can go to hsn.com. It'll be right smack on the front page. And why is that important? Because you'll get a look at what Tony Little has created. It is his famous sandals, his health sandals, and you get a set of 2. So if you haven't seen our today's special, which is included in that shipping deal, you can check it out if you go to .com. Okay, so we have talked about the dragonfly, and those are almost gone. Now we're moving on to this next collection, and there's a couple pieces included. We have the ring, and we have the cuff available. So the ring and the cuff, again, obviously no two will be alike, but these are a perfect 5-star, and there's 9 perfect reviews. And I loved one of them, Jennifer. It just said, absolutely gorgeous. And I get it, I understand that for sure. This is really a pretty, pretty piece. So how would you best describe, and who is the artisan behind this?
Do you have artisans, different artisans that worked on these collaborations, like Loretta Del Garrito? You have Mike Smith, who are master silversmiths, and when you see pieces like this, you're gonna wonder how they had graduated from being a starter person for making stars and little silver point balls to soldering to what they do now, and especially what comes out of their minds, these beautiful pieces that really stand out to a lot of the HSN customers out there.
Yeah, because it's very signature.
Yes.
When we see the stars, that's a very signature look. And again, this is Kingman Turquoise that you're looking at. The size of the ring, we have 5 through 12. I have 280 rings. Probably not that many now, but I started with 280. In this magnificent cuff, I have 160 cuffs, small, medium, medium, large. So tell us the story behind the making of the stars.
For the stars, there's a story about a coyote a long time ago, and he was sitting around a bunch of other animals. Grandfather Bear was telling a story, and so he sat the different animals on a big a woven rug. And so he was trying to tell them about their past and what's going to become of them in their future. And the coyote was just restless. He didn't want to hear it. He wanted to go out and do his thing, and he was, sensing other things that were coming that he wanted to do. And so what he had done, just to hurry up the story, was that he went behind the bear, and he went and grabbed the rug and pulled the rug out from under everybody. So he pulled it so hard that all the animals flew into the air and they became stars. And so,
that's a great story.
They say that their ancestors come from the stars, and so when you look up and you think about someone who's gone before, you see different constellations that are out there, and those were your ancestors that were from there before.
Oh, that's really neat. That's a great story. I love that. And you were saying earlier that is the star shape one of the first ones that a new silversmith will start learning on?
Because they say that's one of the hardest, because you have to hammer it the exact moment to get it flat, and it's hard to solder onto the plate after it's done. Otherwise, if you don't get it right, that it's just gonna pop off, or it's gonna throw off the whole situation that is on the silver plate.
Oh, gotcha. Yes. Okay, isn't that interesting too? And again, I want you to see the size on this. I'll bring out the ruler for the ring. Very comfortable. Understand that. I think that's really important, because sometimes when you see it, like, look at this ring. It's fantastic, right? And you think, oh, it's a big ring, and it is. It's knuckle to knuckle. There's no doubt about it. But it's really easy to wear. You could be on a computer all day. You could be typing all day. We come in at about 1 inch from end to end, and going in the opposite direction, we're at about 3/4 of an inch. Then when I add in the cuff, if you can swing it, the cuff is available in 2 sizes. The small medium is 5.5 to 6 1/4. The medium large is 6.5 to 7 1/4. This is a perfect 5-star, 9 perfect 5-star reviews on there. So, and when you think about jewelry, and you think about pieces that people are buying on television and then or on the computer and then getting them at home, it's really, I think, shocking, because people are picky. We all are, right? But the fact that this is how well this is made, and this is how much it's loved. As a matter of fact, I love this one gal. She said she has a very petite hand, and she said it's a huge ring on her petite hand, and she says that's the style, and I don't mind it. She really loved it. So if you are a more petite girl, I don't fear wearing a substantial ring. Also, I loved this comment. She said, Chaco Canyon never skimps on their jewelry, unlike so many jewelers today. True, right? Can you kind of elaborate on that too, what people should expect if they're buying this for the first time?
Because the silver is going to be substantial, it's going to be thick, you're going to hear it, and like I said before, you're going to hear that big knocking on it. And for the stones too as well, we try to get the best stones that we have and use it only for HSN customers, and especially the way that it is made. Where the artisans, again, it's their livelihood, so they don't want to mess with anything that will mess with their livelihood, you know, because they're feeding their families. They're trying to continue the traditional ways of silversmithing, and so again, this is something that they put their heart and soul into. Yeah, and guys, this is a customer pick. If you'd like to read the reviews, you can check them out on .com. Another one said, truly a work of art. Another gal said, amazing value. It really is. I mean, there's a lot of silver that's out there. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of good turquoise and silver that's out there, and certainly a lot of it you have to be careful of. They could say it's turquoise, and then you're fooled, and it's not turquoise. One of the most interesting stories I've ever heard was with Jay, and I know you did Jay King, and Jay does a lot of Southwestern-inspired jewelry. He said, Miss Colleen Lopez, which is another host here at HSN, brought into him a piece of turquoise, this necklace she had. She spent a fortune on it, and she was proudly showing it to him, and he said, I hate to tell you, but it's not real turquoise. And I mean, can you imagine? I mean, and you know, here at HSN, we pretty much, those of us who do jewelry, we kind of know our jewelry, but you know, even some of the very best can be fooled, and you really need to know who your source is. And you know, when you're shopping with Jennifer and Chaco Canyon, that what we say on the air and what she shares with us is absolutely the way it's got to be. And please be careful of that. Don't spend your money. You can spend a whole lot more to get a beautiful ring like this, and unfortunately, it might not be turquoise, but we can tell you for sure that is what you're getting, and it is really a neat piece to add to your collection. Do we want to mention the cuff real quick? Oh, we're going to do it in just a second? Okay, so we're going to do the cuff in just a second because it's amazing, and I really am excited.